I'm Maya, and this is Rec Route Literature, and today we're going to be discussing A Long Way Gone. So, A Long Way Gone is far from your typical memoir. Rather than speaking of terrible yet somewhat relatable events, Ishmael Bia writes of the life-shattering events surrounding being a young boy in a war-torn country. So basically what it's like to wake up for high school every morning. His village one day gets overrun by rebels, forcing him into a life of running. He'd be so good on a track team. Running for his life, to be exact. He is later turned into a soldier by the government and taught to fight unlike any 13-year-old should. Although we both know fighting with your siblings at 13 is always a struggle. When Bea was 16, he was placed in a UNICEF rehabilitation center. He eventually recovered from this tragedy and published his book. So A Long Way Gone was published in 2007 and is a #1 national bestseller. He must be making bank. The Washington Post wrote that we should read it to learn about the world and about what it means to be human. Time magazine calls it a breathtaking and unself-pitying account of how a gentle spirit survives a childhood from which all the innocence had suddenly been sucked out. The author, Ishmael Bea, was born in Sierra Leone, Africa in 1980. He moved to the U.S. in 1998, finished high school, and graduated from Oberlin College in 2004. Bea currently lives in Brooklyn and is a human rights activist, part of which includes helping former child soldiers reintegrate into society. The book begins by describing his day-to-day life in Sierra Leone before the war, hanging out with his friends and listening to rap music with his brother, Junior. They had heard stories about how the rebels would pillage and burn villages, but were shocked when the rebels actually came. Bea's life soon became filled with fear and death, and lots of it. He tended to move from village to village with a group of about 5 to 6 boys. Your modern-day squad, if you will. What's going on over there? Oh, perfect. It seems my co-host has found something very special. A cassette tape.
Cassette tape? Don't you mean like an iPod or something?
Autumn, a cassette tape plays music like an iPod or phone or whatever people listen to music from these days. In A Long Way Gone, however, this cassette tape served a purpose much greater than just supplying enjoyment for a small amount of time. You know what I mean. You have a favorite song that you listen to over and over until you get sick of it. In this case, the cassette tape served as a symbol of childhood innocence. Let me explain. Since young boys would get recruited by rebels, the villagers were always skeptical of large groups of boys. So whenever Bea's squad moved into a village, the boys would end up getting tied up and held at gunpoint, presented to the village chief, who had then determined their fate. Next, the group would be searched for weapons and whatnot. This is a classic demonstration of the capture first, ask questions later approach. After being searched, Bea's cassette tape gets pulled out of his pocket. The tape is with him because he had previously danced and sung to it with his friends. In seeing the tape, the chief and villagers are reminded that the boys are, well, only boys. The wrapped cassette tape, on more than one occasion, saves the whole group from getting killed, like rocks tied to ankles and dropped in the ocean killed. The next section of the book focuses on Bea being faced with the choice of either losing the protection of the army or joining them. Thanks for watching. We are kindly sponsored by Big Lots, Save-A-Lot, McDonald's, Eaton Park, Denny's, IHOP.
Wait. Hold on. I think you must have lost like a part of your script or something.
Well, why do you say that?
You can't just end there.
Why not?
First of all, you didn't say what choice he made. How does he deal with the consequences of his decision? And I thought you said he ended up in New York. How? He's still in Sierra Leone. And what about his rehabilitation? How does that even happen?
Well, I guess you'll just have to read the book to find out. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Maya from Rec Route Literature. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe down below.